Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Neil Gray has been told to man up and start doing his job. He's been told that the buck stops on his desk and that it's up to him to sort out all the problems about, well, just about everything really to do with the NHS. One of the particularly onerous things that he must do is deal with the maternity scandal at the Edinburgh Royal Infirmary. Now, the inspectors have gone in. They're from Healthcare Improvement Scotland. Nice title for this little quango, I suppose. And they've gone around and inspected, and they have said that there are serious concerns with both the Scottish Government and NHS Scotland after witnessing literally catalogues, bookloads, and pages of errors, mistakes, possibly life-ending mistakes caused by understaffing, underfunding, and under-resourcing. It is not good. And so they've effectively said that the buck stops with Neil Gray. He must deal with this. And this damning report said that there was a toxic working culture at the maternity unit there in the Edinburgh Royal Infirmary. Now, as Health Secretary, he said that Healthcare Improvement Scotland's report was deeply, deeply concerning. And of course, he's going to say it's deeply, deeply concerning. But is he going to be deeply, deeply concerned? Or is he just going to say, well, there we go, it's deeply concerning, but there's nothing I can do because I don't have the money because we're pissing it all away on independence? Who knows? But he was forced to attend Holyrood and give a statement to MSPs. And he was reminded, really, that it's been nearly 20 years of SNP rule, and that no one has ever basically looked at anything about minimum staffing levels or putting the resources in to correct the errors. Not just at this hospital, of course, but every hospital in every department. Sandesh Gillane, the Tory health spokesman, said that he was terrified when reading the report. He said the findings were just appalling, and that he said his thoughts were with the new mothers and families of the people who'd suffered quite traumatic healthcare firsthand. We know, and it's not just Scotland. This is a nationwide issue. There is a massive shortage of midwives. They are leaving in droves, and nobody's coming through. It takes extra training. You do basic nurse training, but then there's extra training for midwifery. It is far more complex, but in terms of nursing care, because effectively, of course, you've got two patients, haven't you? Or sometimes more, of course, multiple births. But unless it's addressed, and unless resources and money and training are put in to encourage more staff, more nurses generally, but more midwives especially, then it's a problem that's going to result in a lot more dead babies, to put it bluntly. And every one of them will be Neil Gray's fault. This is his failure. This is his department. He just cannot run it. He cannot deal with it. It's too big and it's too complex for a man of his very limited ability and intellect, which is why effectively, of course, John Swinney is the real Cabinet Secretary for Health. It's just that Neil Gray has the title and takes the money, but he doesn't actually do the job. You have to ask how many babies are going to die before he is prepared to do the job. Let me know what you think. Thanks a lot. Bye.